There was an incredibly brief time in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's history where you were able to shiny hunt at your house. Let me explain. At the beginning of every player's story, two big green squawkabillies settle upon your roof in Cabo Poco, smoothing their pompadours and making noises that aren't unlike Yoshi's. Many people don't even know that you can catch these squawkabillies, let alone as early as getting your starter and first Pokeballs. They are shiny locked, and I think it's reasonable. Imagine the potential anxiety of starting a new Pokemon game and immediately seeing a shiny that you don't understand how to catch, or whether it's going to disappear. But there was a moment where these squawkabillies weren't shiny locked. Version 1.0.0. Very few people ever played this version of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet because the 1.0.1 update was made available on release day. And out the gate, we were scrambling for whatever updates we could get on this glitch fest. But 1.0.1 was when they locked these squawkabillies down, along with a handful of other early game spawns that weren't shiny locked. I learned about all this on Twitter last December, from the Pokemon data researcher Anubis. Anubis had expressed interest in seeing someone catch a shiny 1.0.0 rooftop squawkabilly. A few months later, Full Odds Hunter Poketot succeeded in finding this shiny as the first achievement in a shiny badge quest. Poketot is not only the first content creator I saw do this hunt, but also likely the second person ever to find a shiny rooftop squawkabilly. I'll link Poketot's video in the description as well as Anubis' Twitter. Everyone should go and support them both. When I saw this post from Poketot in March, I decided that I had to follow suit. I had been on a serious Scarlet and Violet burnout. What better way to break it than hunting a shiny I was never supposed to have? I accessed version 1.0.0 of Pokemon Violet by getting a physical cartridge, never having played it before since I'm a Scarlet main, and I just declined to update it. Before anyone asks, there is no legitimate way to roll back games on your Switch that doesn't involve a factory reset of your device. And that's a horrible idea, so let's not even talk about it. In addition to Anubis and Poketot, there's one more thanks I have to give in setting up this hunt. Austin John Plays. These squawkabillies are fixed spawns, and shiny hunting them requires a specific method that he outlines in this guide, which I'll link below. Fixed spawns mean that they are full odds, unaffected by sandwich powers, and they don't produce new spawns simply by walking in and out of range. So soft resetting is 100% necessary. To embark on this challenge, I started my save file, chose a starter, and got some Pokeballs. It's all you need. However, in my save, I had to do some troubleshooting to actually get my first squawkabilly spawns. If you're setting up for this, I recommend that you advance in the story just until you get the lighthouse as a fast travel point. Sometimes, when you're encountering the rooftop squawkabillies to set up, they don't appear, and using the fast travel option to your house does not fix the problem. To completely refresh a missing squawkabilly spawn, here's what I did. Move away from the spawn area, save your game, close your game, skip a day. When you reopen, fast travel to the lighthouse, and manually run back to your house in Cabo Poco. Your fix may be simpler, but I found this to be a catch-all, and it works in future versions where you may want to spawn non-shiny rooftop squawkabillies but can't. Now for the hunt. For these first two, you do need to catch or KO both of them. To initiate, all you need to do is hold ZL and aim your camera up toward them. Once it locks in and the Pokemon's label appears, press ZR to throw your active Pokemon's Pokeball. After the KOs or catches, this is where Austin John recommends you to stay and set a picnic to make sure the spawn is completely gone, then save. However, I had to skip this step because I didn't have access to picnics. Instead, I ran a distance just outside of where the squawkabillies spawned, then saved my game. I then closed the game, date skipped one day forward, and ran up to where the squawkabillies will spawn again. They don't always spawn in cleanly. You may benefit from waiting an extra moment before running forward, or running back and forth when you're close. Now, the squawkabillies should be different every time I soft reset, and therefore have the potential to be shiny. For my first few soft resets, I caught the squawkabillies without saving, just to check their natures and genders to ensure that they were different encounters every time. This is a super important step. All in all, it ended up being a very chill hunt. I loved that I could see 2 per soft reset. It felt like cutting time in half. At first, I was worried I'd accidentally click on the update button at some point and have to emergency cancel the download. But during my first stream hunting this, my wonderful viewers reminded me that I could simply put on airplane mode. You need the internet to update your games, and nothing can update if you're on airplane mode. After that, I no longer had to worry. For every 4 hours, I could easily clear 500 squawkabillies seen. Finally, when we reached 2,050 squawkabillies seen, or 1,025 soft resets, it happened. You know, there's a world where I'll get a shiny Mew another way. Oh my gosh, there it is, everyone! There it is! got it! 2050 scene! 2050 scene! Oh my gosh, I gotta go to full screen. Check that out! I haven't even set up the camera app. Let me back up a little bit. Look at that! A rare sight! This is an extinct shiny bird. You cannot get this outside of version 1.0.0. Isn't that awesome? That's so neat! It's real! It's real! This thing is real! Alright, we gotta catch it. We gotta catch it. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Make sure I get the right one here. Let's go! Look, I'm on the roof! I'm on the roof with it! I stood in the right spot for this. Let's see if we get some luck with the first time Pokeball. Let's go! We got it! Oh my gosh! It's real! It's real! And that is our first Squawkabilly registered. Wow! And we're on the roof now. With the other little Squawkabilly. Nature guesses, everyone? Let me save before we do anything else. Oh my goodness. Alright, what's the nature? Hasty nature! We'll have to check the size when we eventually make it to Messagoza. That is a large Billy, for sure. For sure, for sure. What I like is... met at level 2 in Cabo Poco. I like that it says that, because even though it's not directly saying, oh, it was found on the roof, it still points to these specific encounters. Shiny hunting at your house. That's how it's done, people.